Hi everybody, this is Sannie from Sannie Creates. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today is a Friday freebie and it is for the 22nd of December. Sorry, I'm just trying to get the dates right because yeah, I'm filming in advance. Okay, so this is what it looks like when it's assembled, and it is a tiny little notebook, okay, like that. And so this is what the freebies look like. So I've given you 2 notebooks, but if you use different embellishments on it, you can make multiple notebooks, okay, by just changing up the embellishments. Although these 2 are different in terms of their design, but you know, you can use these 2 multiple times by just changing around the embellishments. Okay, so that's page number 1, and it is printed on 160 GSM white cardboard. And then this is page number 2, and this year I printed it on printer paper, simply because you know, as you concertina these year, they become a little bit thick. So I printed it onto you know, the paper, the just normal copy weight paper. For every booklet that you make, you need a whole page of this. So I've printed it out once, okay, but if I was going to make both the booklets in here, I would have printed it out two times, okay. And then you've just got a few things that you can use over here in order to embellish it. You don't even have to use it, you can do whatever you want to. The main things are these and these here, okay, and the embellishments are just there for fun. Right, so how does it look? I think I demonstrated it. So it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's a tiny little notebook that you can keep in your purse or something like that, just for a few notes if you are going anywhere. Great for you know, holidays and stuff like that, when you want to write out little notes. Great for I know a lot of ladies make stuff and put it at, you know, charity shops and doctors' rooms and things like that. So this would be a really nice way one to do, and it doesn't take that much of time, especially if you're not cutting out the embellishments. So what I've done is I have cut out the pages, and I haven't cut out the edges as yet. I'll cut them out as we go, and then I'm going to be working on this one here now. And then I've just cut out the embellishment, the little pieces that we can use as well. As I mentioned, you don't really need to use it. So if you're an inker, then all you need to do is on this page over here, okay, you can ink it as I'm going to show you now. However, if you are someone that doesn't ink, then maybe you would want to print this on either coffee dyed paper or flip it around and print like you know, a coffee dyed print on it, or coffee dye the sheet. Remember, inkjet printers might not work so well. Right, the reason is if you look at it, I did leave a tiny gap between this and this here, and the reason for it is that because they're concertinaing like this and they're folding in, you could very well, you know, I mean, I'm not the neatest of people that cut or whatever, so it is there to compensate. That tiny gap is there to compensate for if you go wrong anyway in your cutting, that you don't have parts sticking out. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to ink it. So I'm going to ink this first, and you don't need to ink it heavy, you just need to ink it enough for it to, you know, when you put that in, so that the edge doesn't look white. Okay, something like that. All right, so I distressed, the design is distressed with the lightest of colors, and the reason I use the lightest of colors is because I don't know what colors you use in terms of distress ink. So I went with a lighter color simply because if you use like a light color distress ink, then you can always distress over it, okay? And you don't even need to ink the middle, but you do need to fold down the middle, right? So edges together like that. And now it's becoming difficult for me to see because my lighting is not so great over here. I'm just gonna go and run and put on the overhead lights. Give me a second. Sorry, so even though it looks so bright, what happens is that the lights that I use are pretty dim, okay? And that's so that you can see the print, because what happens is if you don't use dimmer lights, then you can't see the print of what you were doing. Yeah, then you just get that white glare. Okay, so that's folded in half like that. And then all I do now is I take it and I ink around it like this. But you know, you can do this at whatever time you want to. It's not necessary that you do it at the beginning of your project. You can you know, gather all of them together and then you can ink at one go, depending on what you want to do. So ladies, I hope that you are well and that you are well. This video is going to come out before Christmas, so that, you know, if you celebrate Christmas, you're getting ready to do all the lovely things and stuff like that. Okay, so each one of these, you will see that they've got like little parts, little extra parts over here at the end. The reason why is for you to be able to attach something to it. It's not extremely necessary, but it is there. And if you don't want to, you can cut it out, okay? But yeah, I just designed it that way. And then you can, I mean, I've got 6 pages in here, so I've got 2 like little booklets. You can join as many as you want and you can make this booklet thick, but bear in mind is I didn't compensate for a spine on it, okay? All right, so what you're going to do now is you are going to let me show you if I can. Your very first page you are going to glue on there like that, okay? You're going to glue it straight on. So all I'm going to do is I am going to, and that is why I also use coffee dye, I mean paper, oh man, printer weight paper, is because I can do these things quite easily then, okay? And remember that the more heavier your paper is, the more you're going to go off in terms of your folds, right? So I'm just trying to line them up, and I'm sure you will definitely do a better job than me. So I'm, you know me, hey? I can't do this to save my life, right? And also when you are cutting, I'll show you what I mean just now, right? And I'm just going to do that. Right. So when you are cutting this here, there is a little bit of a, if you notice that the tag's got a little bit of like a rounded edge. So here too, when you're at the bottom over here, just follow that rounded edge there. Here there's a straight edge, but on this side there's a rounded edge there. Just follow that when you are cutting your paper out. Okay, so the idea is you put this down there and you fold that together, okay? But before you fold this together, you are then going to add this piece to it. So I suggest that what you do is that you cut both out. You assemble it and then you stick it down, okay? So for example, like this. So you do that, and then also in this way you can turn it whichever way you want to, right? So now this part here on the one side, so this extra part is always going to be on your right hand side. Okay, just think about it that way, right? Always on your right hand side. And then as I mentioned, I'm not really particular which way I'm folding, because at the end of it all, because my paper is so thin, I can just reverse the folds. Okay, so there you go. Right, so what's going to happen is that this is on the left hand side and this is also on the left hand side. What you're going to do now is you're going to take this paper and it goes down like that. Then this paper goes over like that. Then that one goes over like that. And then this flap here is used to glue this one onto it. Okay, and then that goes like that. Okay, so can you see that now? A little bit confusing, I must admit. You can ink later on, so not a big deal. All right, so how I like to do it is that I like to add my glue to the very first piece that I'm putting down, because I know now this piece got nowhere else to go. It's not going to turn in any direction or anything of the sort. It's going to go in this direction, and that is basically it. Okay, so I'm confident that when I put it down, it's going to be fine. It's going to work for me. And just want to follow as much of the line as possible. That's the part that you want to get right. And then, like for example, this one now came out too much to the bottom. I'm just trying to line it up here all over and trying to make sure, like here on this side now, it's too much to, you know, going up too much to the side there. So all I'm going to do is try to line it up as best as possible here. So I think this is the only part, sorry, my glue has dried. This is the only part that gets a little bit messy, in the sense that you know, you just got to get that right. And some people get it right instantly, and then some people like me will take a longer period to get it right, but it is not impossible. Okay, as I mentioned, if I can get it right, then anyone can. Okay, so maybe just to help you, let's ink here. Okay, and also to help me, because I can't see the light with these lights. I can't see that fold over there, so I'm just going to add it there. I'm going to try and match up the lines as best as I can, and also this as best as I can. Okay, now it might jot out over here, because remember we haven't cut it like that. Yeah, so you can see it's jotting out there. That's fine, because I haven't trimmed off the round part over here. So I'm comfortable with the fact that it is out like that, simply because I can cut it off later. Now this is the part. So you've glued that down. You're happy with it. It's not going anywhere. This is the part now that you will need to glue. That. Just want to add some glue here as well. Okay, so I used my other glue, but I must admit I was not happy using it. Then also what you want to do is you want to make sure these tags meet like that. Okay, like that. Right, but you didn't glue this part down as yet. So you didn't glue that part down as yet. Okay, you're happy with the fact that you didn't glue that part down as yet, because why? This part here, this extra part here, is going to go onto this here. Okay, so now you're happy, because what you've got is you've got something that looks like this already. Right, now this part here, okay, is going to go onto this part here. You get me? Okay, so I'm going to add some glue here now, like that. And then I'm going to line this one up. I'm going to place it on that thing, and I'm also going to line it up in terms of this page onto the you know, to make sure that the base, that it is fitting on the base as well. Okay, so that looks good. Let's fold it. Okay, it's looking good. We might need to adjust it a little bit by bringing it a little bit in. So yeah, I think work with the glue that is easy to manipulate. Hey, yeah, so there, and then like that. Okay, so that looks good as well. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this over like that. Okay, so sorry, not that way. I don't turn it over that way. I turn it over this way. Okay, to make my next pocket. So I'm going to glue here, and I'm going to take this and cover it on top of that. So this is where we joined it, right? That's that little flap where we joined it. Okay, so now you take this and then you add it onto, and you add that one onto it now. Okay, so it's not difficult because everyone works with concertina stuff. Right, so looking good. I just need to trim off a little bit there and here because I didn't trim it off. Right, so then the next part I'm going to do is I'm going to add this piece now. But this piece here, which is the last piece and it has the flap, it's going to get added onto this side like this. Okay, like that. Can you see that? Okay, so now I'll need to add onto this. I can add it onto that or this, but I want to show you what I want to do here. At this point, okay, you can actually cut off this flap. That flap is only there for additional pieces to go onto it. So you can cut it off, or what you can do is you can open it out, put some glue on it like that, fold it in, then it gives you a neater finish. And then you don't even need to add glue onto this side because you've already got glue on that side. And then all you're going to do is now you're going to match it where you're going to be able to pushed it too much up. I'm going to have to push it more down. Okay, like that. And then that's what you got. Okay, so here I went a little off, but the other one I didn't, so not a problem. Let's finalize our folds all over, right? And I'm just going to take this little bit. Oh, if I could only see that. Oh my word, I can't even see it. Like that. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here and I'm going to just neaten those edges. You can even use your corner rounder. I think I marked it up. I can't use my corner rounder there because I already cut it weird. Okay, and then here, right, you can use your corner rounder here depending on how straight you made them. Okay, you can oh, I did 2 in 1. I corner rounded 2 in 1. Okay, you can also do this, but I don't know, you know, whether my corner rounder is going to take it. It's not going to take it, right? So let's just add some glue here like that, and let's just put this back on like that. Okay, and then all I'm gonna do here is I've got that sorted out. That looks good. Here, just gonna neaten it up here. So you can do this, you can do it beforehand or you can do it after. It doesn't really make a difference when you decide to actually do that. Okay, so that's done now. right? I did it before on that one there, on the other one, and here I'm doing it after. And then all I'm going to do now is I'm going to go through and I am going to ink them, but I'm not going to ink all of them now because I just want you to see that you didn't have to ink the papers beforehand. A reason being is that they would have been a little bit if you are using copy paper, they would have been a little flimsy because it was one layer. Now there's 2 layers of it, so it, you know, you find it easier to ink, right? So for example, like that. And also I just want to show you one more thing and I'll stop inking. See over here, remember we also didn't these are the pages that sit on the actual base itself. The reason why I didn't bother inking it beforehand is because they sit so closely to the base that you can go ahead after you finish and you can ink it because you will reach it, and you've also inked the base, so it's just like a continuation of it. Can't even see the hole here. Oh my goodness, man, this is crazy. Yeah, so there you go, like that. Huh? How cool is this little project? And the best thing is you can change up your ephemera and you have multiple of it. I love it. Okay, there you go. Just neaten it up here like that, and then just over here as well. Oh, before I neaten it up, what am I doing? Oh, these 2 here, just making them neater. So I did the corner rounding, but obviously it wasn't the same. Right, cool bananas. I'm just gonna move mine a tad bit, manipulate it a tad bit. That's better. There we go. And it's done. And now all we need to do is we need to add some ephemera on it. So on this one, I thought I'm going to add this one here to it. Like that. I don't know, maybe a purple tag. I'm not sure what I want to do. I'll just ink some of them up and then look at it. I've got this little like what would we call this? A little frame here that I have. Thought it would be nice to add to it. There's like a little thing, a little advert here. Oh, there's a lot of things you can play with. The other one I had butterflies, so I just put some butterflies on it that I had cut already, you know. So depending, as I said, you can spruce it up however you want to. You can add to it how you want to. Yeah, ladies, so if you enjoyed this project, please consider giving it a thumbs up. And if you haven't as yet subscribed, then please, if you like what you see, please consider subscribing. The other thing I wanted to let you know is that please, when you do subscribe, and even if you have already subscribed, if you haven't as yet hit the notification tab, please do so, because what the notification tab does is it notifies you of the videos I post. Like yesterday I posted videos, but I did not post them onto all the different Facebook groups. So I can see that the response to it is the viewing response is quite poor, simply because people, you know, I think they rely on it coming up on Facebook to remind them. I don't know. Okay, I'm just assuming. So if you want your you want to be notified on YouTube itself, then that's the way to go. Like that. Okay, that's cute. And then I might put a butterfly. The butterfly I was saving for my. Ooh. That's called a disaster. Saving it for my next project. But I found this one I can use, and probably another one. Oh, there's another one. Oh, a disaster. Okay, let's leave that there. I might film that next project next after this. I'll see how it goes, because I need to start taking out stuff. Got too much of stuff on my phone at the moment. It's gonna start hating me. Okay, so let's put that there. Sorry, I don't know whether I was out of frame or what, but this can go here like this. And it's not a long project. It took me long because I had to explain it to you, but if you do it, it's gonna be quick. I think the longest part is just cutting those pages out. That's it. Let's put that there like that. You don't even have to decorate the front. Okay, so that is almost done like that. And then maybe we'll add some bling here. We've got this color we can add for the lilac. Yeah, so that's it. I'm so happy with this project. I'll use that there. I think it's such a super cute one, must admit. It's so easy to throw into your bag. Ooh, hurt myself. So easy to throw into your bag. Really it is. And you've got a little notebook in there. Somehow there's like, for some silly reason, there's so much in here, but the other day I opened it, and I think when I opened it I introduced air into it, so it's taking so long to come down, and yet there's so much in here. Oh, come on. If it doesn't work, I'll just switch over after this. Yeah, I think I introduced some air in it. Sad but true. Let's do that. I think I'll add one more to it. Looks a bit weird. Oh, yes! I'm like dropping every single thing in my craft room here. Okay, granted the other one I didn't know the stamp was on top of it, but this year I want one more. I don't want two more. Like that. There we go. There. And it's crooked too. And it's dry. Oh, can you believe it? Can you believe everything we are going through just to put these little bits of embellishments on it? So I'm wearing my contact lenses, and obviously the lighting, because I'm wearing multifocal contact lenses, obviously the lighting is too poor now for me to actually see properly. Because normally with your multifocal, if your lighting is poor, you struggle to see. So now because my lighting is so poor, it's giving me a problem. Here, let's put some here. We can even put on the poppies like that there. That would look nice. They are lilac poppies. So, oh, there was someone that wanted one of the poppy, a link to the poppy freebies on my Kofi store. I must remember that. Listen, ladies, I did mention this is a Friday freebie. Hey, I did. Hey, yes. So you know my Friday freebies are on my Kofi store. The link will be below for you, this video, for you to have a look at. And just click on the link, or if you're on Facebook, then just click on the video to get to the link, and then get to the Kofi store. Okay, so that's it. I'm done with this project. I'll leave that little bits over there, and then let me show you. So this is what you get from our Friday freebie for the 22nd of December. You get to make yourself 2 lovely little booklets like that, and I think it is super cute, super cute. You know, you can also put this as stocking fillers if you want to, and just change up the theme for Christmas, right? It might be a little bit late for Christmas, but yeah, if you've got time, put them as stocking fillers. That's it from me. Oh, sorry, I'm picking this up. That's it from me, Sannie at Sannie Creates. I do hope that you have a blessed week. Maybe I'm just going to show it to you like this, if you can't see it. How cute is that? Okay, just in case you can't see it. Right, so that's it, and I do hope that you have an awesome week and a blessed Christmas if you celebrate, and I'll see you on my next video, which will be on Christmas Day. Yeah, that's it. Bye bye, everybody. Take care.